The Nativity. Long ago in a town called Nazareth, there lived a carpenter named Joseph and his wife Mary. Joseph worked all day long in his workshop while Mary looked after their little house. One day, a beautiful bright light filled Mary and Joseph's home. It was the angel Gabriel who had come to tell Mary she was going to have a special baby. Angel Gabriel told Mary that the baby would be the Son of God and that Mary must name him Jesus. Mary and Joseph were overjoyed and looked forward to the birth of their baby. Months later, they made a long journey to the town of Bethlehem. They set off over the hills of Galilee with Mary riding on the back of a donkey. When Mary and Joseph arrived in Bethlehem, they found that there were no rooms left to stay in. Knock, 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 went Joseph at the inn in Bethlehem. Can you shelter a family and do a good deed for them? No room, said the in Bethlehem. No room, said the man in Bethlehem. A kind innkeeper saw how tired Mary was, and he offered them his stable for the night. Knock, 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 went Joseph at the stable door so bright. Can you shelter a family? Christ will be born tonight. Come in, said the beast of Bethlehem. Come in, said the beast of Bethlehem. The stable was warm and dry and full of friendly animals. Joseph made a bed of straw for Mary, and they settled down to sleep. It was in that stable that Jesus was born. Mary and Joseph wrapped him in a blanket and laid him in a manger. The animals came to worship Jesus. A bright star settled over the stable. High on the hills outside Bethlehem, 3 shepherds were watching their flock. Suddenly, an angel appeared in the sky. "Do not be afraid," the angel said. "The Son of God has been born." Far away in the east, 3 wise men saw the bright star shining in the sky. They had read in ancient scrolls that when a new star appeared, it meant there was a great new king. The wise men journeyed all through the night, following the star across the desert. It led them to the stable in Bethlehem, where Jesus had been born. The wise men gave Jesus gifts of gold, frankincense, and myrrh, while the shepherds promised to spread the word of Jesus' birth far and wide. They all worshiped, for the Son of God was born. Our next song is Jingle Bells. So while the children are getting their jingle bells, take out your keys and jingle along with us and join us in the second verse.
Boys and girls, stay right where you are. No, stay right where you are. Go back, go back, go back. Go back, go back, go back. We're not done clapping for you yet. We have to give you one more standing ovation. Come on. Woo! There you go. Okay, you still have to stay there, though. We're not quite done. We have some thank yous to give. You can sit down. Thank you. Well, none of this ever happens without you guys, first of all, so thank you very much for sharing your children, and to the teachers for preparing them very well. But Mrs. Donovan prepares this Christmas program every year, has done so for 34 of our 35 years, so we are very grateful to Mrs. Donovan. Brooksy, will you hold my And these are for Mrs. Costello, who's been our narrator for every year since the day of dawn. Thank you. That's my grandson, just in case you didn't know. Thank you, Brixie. Thank you, Mrs. Donovan, Mrs. Costello. Boys and girls, thank you very much. We're going to let the teachers take you back to class, because they have a special thing in the classroom, too. So we're going to go one class at a time. But Merry Christmas in case we don't see you. You parents, you're going to sit still. We're going to get all the kids out first.